Woof! You don't fucking talk to me like that! You little piece of shit! Get the fuck up! Get the fuck up!
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another quick play video from 8-Bit Barbarian. I am your host, Carmen. This video here is actually a special request from a really great friend of mine, Michael Newton. He and his wife teamed up to give me my own website for the 8-Bit Barbarian project, and I'm excited about it. She's an amazing artist. She's actually the one who did the illustration that you saw, the 8-Bit Barbarian illustration that you saw at the during the intro, and she's also the one who did the illustration, that portrait of me that you see featured on my channel. And basically what happened was that Melissa Newton and Michael Newton, the husband and wife team, combined their powers through a fusion dance, and these most talented individuals gave me my own home other than YouTube where this project can grow and kind of take off on its own, and I'm very thankful for that. I am excited. I am humbled by your support, and I'm very grateful. So this was a special request from Michael Newton, and this is Magical Quest featuring Mickey Mouse, or starring Mickey Mouse, whichever. And it was this was for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. There was some text there at the beginning. I didn't read any of the exposition because, as I've said before, fuck exposition. But I think the gist of it is, they're out there playing. He's out there with Goofy. Oh gosh! And something happens. Pluto ends up in this dimension, I guess, and Mickey's got to go save him. I don't have a lot of experience with this game. I rented this a few times back in the day when I was younger, and it was something I'd rent like maybe on a weekend if there was nothing else good that was actually in. Because back in the day when you actually had to go rent video games, if you weren't renting from a place like Blockbuster, you might have been shit out of luck if it was a newer title. A lot of the places I rented from were usually like the smaller mom and pop locations, and they would usually only have like maybe one of a certain title. So if there was a particular game, like I remember one game I wanted to rent a lot was like one of the Street Fighter Turbo, either Street Fighter Turbo or Super Street Fighter 2. That was one. I didn't own that one. I owned just the regular Street Fighter 2 World Warrior. And of course, you know, I grew up poor. I mean, we didn't, you know, I grew up in a household with like 5 sisters and a broken home, and I'm not going to go into sob story, but we grew up poor, so it's not like I had infinite money. It's not like my mom was able to, like, you know, buy me a video game anytime I wanted to, like some of my friends, so I had to resort to renting a lot of games over the weekend. So I've only ever played this a couple times. I do own it now as part of the collection. As you can see, it's typical side-scroller action with, like a side-scrolling platformer with Mickey Mouse. And, no! Pluto's my pal! Can you tell me where I can find this Emperor Pete? I'm not even reading most of this, because, you again, what's my whole, you know, what's my philosophy on exposition? Fuck exposition! Let's just play the game. So, as you can see here, side-scrolling platformer action. It's actually it's pretty cool, because it allows you to, you don't really have an attack per se, you kind of do the whole, you know, Super Mario jumping on things and you know, just kind of dazing them. But the thing that I like is that you can actually grab things. So basically, at least in the earlier going of the game, I never got too far in this game. You jump on something, you can kind of put it into a daze, you can grab it and just throw it. Kind of like the equivalent of Super Mario, where you like say jump on a Koopa shell, and you jump on a Koopa shell, and then you can just kind of like, you know, jump on it again and send it flying across the screen. And of course, if you don't, they can, you know, pop back out of their shell. And I like this too, the fact that like you got interactive things like that. Come on. In the stage. So these, I don't know, I guess it's like fruit, radish, something, I don't know, but you grab it, and you jump up and let it go, and it kind of does like a temporary propeller effect where it actually, elevates you. And I think that's pretty cool. The fact that you can jump and just kind of like grab at things like that. It's kind of original. I don't remember playing a lot of games where that was, at least back in the day, where that was something you could do. So, and of course the animation is really nice. It definitely looks like Mickey Mouse. Everything kind of accurately represents what it should. All the Disney, the Disney characters that we've seen so far, or just characters in general, all look really well. The animation's great. The gameplay is very smooth too. Like there's the controls aren't stiff by any means. Everything's really smooth. Everything works really well. The buttons are responsive. So there's really, there's nothing special about the game, but there's nothing really to complain about either. But it just kind of makes you think a little bit as you're playing. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna get around this obstacle? You don't really have any fireballs that you can throw out at anything, so you have to be kind of careful and plan things out. Overall, I like it. I like it well enough. I do like the color, like I mentioned, the animation. The color, of course, pops. It really pops. It's very vibrant, and I've always liked games with smooth animation and vibrant color. It's something that I've always been a fan of. I feel like this was a time in gaming where it's just, I don't know, if it was animated properly and looked beautiful, I just think that for me that's part of what made the game so appealing. And here we go. I remember this part. I think this is why I never got past this part of the game. I'll be honest, this part coming up, I think this is as far as I'd ever gotten this game. Like I said, I didn't play this one all that much. And Lord knows I tried. I rented it from the video store more than once. I wish I could remember the damn name of the video store. Oh, God, that hurt. I can't remember it, though. But it was definitely a smaller, like I said, a mom-and-pop location. It was a very quaint video store. It had that, I remember walking inside, it kind of had a musty smell to it. And, that was unfortunate. Oh, jeez. I'm just completely fucking this up. And it had that, you remember that old wood paneling? Like that 80s wood paneling? Yeah, that was the interior. So you could definitely tell it was a product of its time. Man, I am completely botching this. Botchamania! Oh, man. Shit. Gravity sucks. Okay, do I have any more? Nope, yeah, looks like that's a game over. Well, guys, I'm going to call it here before I do it any more injustice. Thanks for watching. As always, click like, subscribe, and leave a suggestion down below if there's a game you'd like to see me play. Thanks for stopping by!
Now, do we have a problem?
No, sir. No, Mr. Mouse. No, Mr. Mouse.
Oh, that's good, because I thought we had a problem for a minute there, huh? All right, now, get out there and make me some goddamn money!